And just alone, just everything I took from it was they capped it off perfectly. And we already said spoiler alert. I'm trying my best not to say too much about it, but
fuck it.
I'm going in.
Yeah, spoiler alert. We said it. So if you don't want to listen to it, just cut it off. Thank you for listening. Boom.
Yeah, I feel like what they did with Thor. Like I was speaking to a couple people, they didn't like how Thor was portrayed and like how he was looked to make look so weak, him and Hulk. But I feel like the Thor sequence in the movie was funny. I like that.
Yeah, him being fat and shit.
I didn't necessarily like the Hulk because I know how I feel about the Hulk, and I've always grown up loving the Hulk.
They made him smaller. He seemed like he's so small.
He was smaller. He was a lot more nerdier, or just more like he wasn't ruthless and just like the savage Hulk, like the Hulk smash type of Hulk. He was just Hulk was a little bitch in this movie, but it was cool because he did his role or whatever. It wasn't bad. It wasn't. If you're looking for the Hulk, it wasn't the Hulk.
Yeah. Only thing I appreciate is because that's an actual storyline in the comics.
Yeah. It's understandable.
Yeah, to like when Bruce Banner and the Hulk kind of reach like a perfect like symbiosis or whatever, to where he can be the Hulk but still maintain his regular, intelligence and stuff like that. But I feel like in the comics he wasn't that nerdy. Like, this nigga dabbed in the thing.
Well, you said with them kids that
he got fans and shit.
That scene was funny when Ant-Man was trying to get some
I think Ant-Man is. I think Paul Rudd in general is funny.
Yeah,
I think he's funny in general. But I think that was funny when he tried to ask for the autograph. Like, I'm Ant-Man. Like,
did you personally think it was too much jokes told in that movie?
No, I look forward to him. Yeah, I like it.
I do. I feel like it helps the movie a lot because I feel like if it's just strictly all action and just serious storytelling, we'll probably get bored a little bit of that.
And I guess that's also to people who are not as serious into the Marvel
if you're not a big nerd.
You can also get some type of enjoyment when you hear funny stuff like that.
Exactly. But
so I think it's a great balance.
I took a lot of, compelling storytelling, comedy, action. Like, I just like how they kept switching into those different, like, switching lanes into that. Just comedy, action, and just great storytelling. And, like, I don't know, it just kind of fit in perfectly to me.
So right off the bat, though, beginning like the first was like 15, 20 minutes, they just straight off this nigga Thanos.
Yeah, that was perfect too because that kind of threw everybody off till we was like, okay, we was expecting a big showdown
at the end with Thanos, correct?
But by seeing the 2024 Thanos being killed, it was just like I think it was 2024.
I said 5 years later. I don't remember what year it was. 5 years later,
something like that. But just the future Thanos being killed off like that. We were just all sitting there like, okay, nobody knew what was going on. We knew some type of time travel shit was about to go down, but we didn't know what was about to go down. I personally thought it was going to be a new villain introduced because I thought there was, even though called this the Endgame, I thought some continuation to this movie was going to happen. Uh-huh. So I was expecting some other type of villain to be introduced or whatnot. But when they went back in time, saw the old Thanos or whatever, and everything kind of made sense, from that point. Thanos found out everything and
exactly. What about to say? This movie was. I ain't gonna lie. I was sad when some of this stuff happened.
Yeah,
I was sad.
Black Widow.
Yeah, Black Widow offed herself and trying to. Because if you've seen the Infinity War, Thanos sacrificed Gamora, which is his daughter. You got to sacrifice somebody you love in order to get the Soul Stone.
Yeah, the Soul Stone.
And he did what he had to do to get the Soul Stone, to snap his finger and erase half the population. So when they went back into the past to get all of the stones before Thanos can get them, they didn't know they had to sacrifice somebody in order to get the sacrifice somebody you love in order to get the stone. So it was Black Widow and what's his arrow? The arrow was the nigga name? Hawkeye. Yeah, Hawkeye. They went there. Obviously they close friends. They whatever.
Yeah,
they go there. Yeah, they got probably. But, what I'm saying, he married and shit. So maybe he faithful.
Hawkeye hit that shit.
Black men don't cheat, but I don't know about the white guys. Yeah. But
white men definitely cheat.
Trash. But so they over there like, okay, well somebody got to go. I'm gonna go. Hawkeye like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice myself. And Black Widow like, no, you got a family, blah blah. I ain't got nobody. Let me sacrifice myself. So they go ahead and get a little fight going. Quick little fight. They trying to jump off the cliff first and shit, which is stupid because what if they both jumped off the cliff and then they both died, nobody gets the stone? That was dumb. But eventually Hawkeye get beat by Black Widow, which is a shame because he a grown ass man. And she eventually like hook him onto the ledge and she kill herself. Pretty sad, but he got the stone. That little sequence was pretty sweet.
Yeah. And definitely wasn't expecting it
exactly
at all. Especially because of all the little news that you've been hearing about Black Widow's film coming out. She got her own spinoff coming out. Yeah. So you just definitely didn't expect seeing that. But
Oh, she got a film coming out?
Yeah, she got a film coming out. So but I think it's gonna be a prequel or a backstory to how everything happened. But they were saying you never know, they could in her movie they could go back in time, retrieve her, like how he did.
So do you think all these people dying off in the movie is because they're not playing these roles anymore?
It's partly because of that, and you know they trying to move on to different ventures and things like that. Captain America
gone. Iron Man gone. Robert Downey Jr. Oh, Chris Evans.
Yeah, Chris Evans. He wanted to start doing smaller roles because just the Marvel universe or whatever kind of took toll of his life. Same with Robert Downey Jr. Him more personally because he been in like pretty much 9 Marvel movies. He's been in, whether it's
the best ones,
cameos, or him just popping up, you know, different things like that. So I guess he kind of burnt out from the Marvel universe, and they just want to do something different in their lives.
Yeah.
So and then Robert Downey Jr. kind of older now too, so. Kind of different for him,
but I mean, he had the best shit in the movie. I think.
Yeah,
the very end. Yeah, fuck it, I'm still spoiling. I don't care.
Iron Man was just you know he kind of capped all the movies off.
That nigga had the stones.
I feel like he played the perfect character out of everybody. I feel like he was the perfect Iron Man
because Iron Man is really him. A narcissistic, drug addicted, alcoholic, like
playboy,
smart,
like
playboy. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff. That's really him.
Yeah,
that's really his personality, and that's why.